having a realization now, tonight, that I don't remember experiencing before. And it's the realization that I want to be close to my family. Or I want to be close to someone with whom I can share love, companionship, something. I am in Switzerland now. I have none of my family around here, and though I've met a fair amount of good friends here in the area, none of them really are active and intimate. Some of them having intimate, like a romantic relationship. Some of them having intimate without having been romantic. And though before I used to seek that, that's what I sought. I sought out connection, romance, trying to make connections, make new connections. I was drawn towards novelty, towards achievement, gain, more, growth. Learning, newness, excitement. Excitement is what drove me. And right now I realize it's different now. Excitement is not my main motivation. It seems to be a search for stability. It seems to be a search for reliability, living somewhere and knowing that there are some basic principles, basic certainties that I can rely on with respect to the people that I live with or around. I was just visiting my family a few weeks ago in Chicago, in the US. And we had less than 2 weeks together. And we did different activities. We went to the park. We ate together. We would see movies together. We did a variety of activities, none of them specific or regular. And then I come back to Switzerland, and I find myself with a feeling of missing them, of missing that connection, of missing that familiarity that I don't think I've experienced in years. Not on a regular basis, anyway. The familiarity I've created has been mostly for myself in the places that I live, either by myself or with people that I live with which there are not particularly special relationships, just some kind of relationships. But now I'm here and I feel something of me is like feels a little suffocated. It feels like it's grasping. It's like trying to figure out what do I grasp onto? In the information of my context is I live in a house that I will live in for 9 more months, and the housemates that I live with and I are having tensions between each other and some conflict, and I think that that conflict in particular makes me feel unsafe, not able to fully rest here where I live. And that may have triggered me to begin like grasping. What can I grasp? What is around here? And I think Switzerland around here. What is there? I don't know. I have friends, but they're scattered and doing their own thing, and we are not in active connection right now. And I'm working. I'm not available to go and seek them out at any time. And so I look a little further out, and I just realize, oh, my friend who lives in Stuttgart, maybe I can go over to her and I can like visit her or something. I feel myself grasping for familiarity, grasping for a familial connection, not a romantic connection, not a sexual connection, not necessarily just an intimate connection, but like a familiar connection. Some part of me is craving familiarity. I wonder about it. I have not felt this yearning as strongly before. Even when at times I have been fully by myself and I feel lonely and even desperate to find connection, the yearning has not been for familiarity. This is new. I wonder, I ponder on what this is about. I wonder, is there a trigger at some age that makes a human being feel like, time for familiarity? You have done a few decades looking for excitement and newness. Okay, now time to ground that and compile that and build familiarity. I wonder. I just find myself tonight seeking that, seeking familiarity. And I feel a little averse to it. Like some part of me doesn't want to allow that yearning because it fears that it takes away from my independence. Like if I yearn for familiarity, if I need familiarity to be well, then I am not free to not have familiarity, or to not have familiarity and to be well, to like it, to be fully free in that regard. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. A grasp for a friend that will stay with me, that we can build with each other. A typical partner, long-term partner relation, romantic sexual relationship feels like would be pretty good for these for this yearning. However, I don't have such a partner. And it's not a search for, oh, let's go find a partner. I know that. No, because there is no familiarity with anyone new. Familiarity needs to be built, grown over time. And maybe it's this loss of the sense of familiarity I have here in my house now because of the conflicts that I've been having with my housemates. I feel that the loss of safety and security I have here, maybe it's triggering me to find it somewhere else. Like, oh, where can I find it? Where? Perhaps afraid that I may be risking my own stability, my own safety. And mentally, I know that's not true. I know that I am not at risk of losing the place I live. Though there is a risk of damaging the social interactions I have here. Familiarity, stability. How we're being changed.